want to come a little bit closer to the aspect where I tend to be more professionalized in terms of mining. Of recent, the mining industry has been devoted to LPU. And my own understanding of the 1995 mining act is that the purpose of that devolution is to bring natural resources development and management closer to the community, in particular the IPs, and that is why we're talking of the ICRA law. Do you think so far the provincial board of investment has really been able to embrace that kind of policy where IPs are actually number one, adequately represented in terms of decision making about their natural resources? And then number two, do you think IPs are actually, are they actually benefiting from the kind of incentive, other investors really enjoy in terms of mineral resources development? Because here at IPs, you said, okay, we can give you a tunnel so that you can get something for secure livelihood. We know there are problems along that line in terms of capability building, so that they will actually be able to tunnel and manage the environment at the same time as another person. The two issues are, number one, do you think IPs are actually benefiting in terms of the kind of investment profile we have in the programs? And then number two, do you think that the IPs are actually represented in terms of decision making concerning their natural resources?
Because IPs have the
decision making
for me. In the city of Sangguniang Panlalawigan, you have no IP representative there that represents the IP. Maybe some of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan have a block of IP, but for the set of IP in the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, I think no representative is represented.
What about the administrative level? So far there is no structure that actually say this in the bureaucracy, apart from the legislative.
But we have lots of programs that we consider IP as our priority. For example, in the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, we have the scholarship grant for the IPs that we prioritize. I think it's percent of IP blood. 50%, so they can access that scholarship, and then it's different treatment with the other group. It's special treatment to the IP group. So I think in that area for education, IP is recognized.
Yeah, I'm happy for that, but I think the area I'm driving at is when it comes to the management of their natural resources, because most of these natural resources are located in IP areas. If you look at the distribution, they are the custodian of the natural resources. So if you talk of logging, if you talk of mining, if you talk of agriculture, yeah, the vast tract of land, some of them are located in IP areas. So one thing that we will want to really know is, will you support a kind of a structure that gives IP that kind of representation in the bureaucracy? And of course, the ICRA law makes it very clear that there must be, it's mandatory for IPs to be represented at the SP level or at the SB level, even though it is not being implemented now. But at the bureaucracy level, like in administration, do you think it would be relevant to create a structure where we really know an IP to sit in that particular position? Because the closer you are to decision making and the closer you are to where policies are implemented, the more beneficial it is to the community. So do you think you will subscribe to that kind of idea where a structure is created for IPs to actually sit in the bureaucracy of represented, so that they will actually participate in policy making and then implementation of their implementation? Do you think that will help alleviate the problems of IPs in terms of management of their resources?
Maybe yes, maybe no. Yes, because I really know the problem of the brothers and sisters in the hinterland. Because some of the representatives who really doesn't actually represent for the good guys. So maybe you just say that I am representative of the IP, but not really thinking that my representation is for the good of my IP people as I represent. Maybe there are some, maybe few, but that's why I say that maybe it's yes, maybe it's favorable and not favorable.
Okay, yeah.
It depends on who will sit
in that position. Yeah, I agree with you because that is leading us to a point that it is mandatory for IPs to be represented at the legislative level so that they could be part of decision making. Now, I told them that, look, if we consider the case of Cotabato also had that kind of experience. What they needed to do was, at the Barangay level, you have different tribal councils. The tribal councils will come together and elect somebody of their choice. Now, whoever they elect at that level automatically becomes their representative at the municipal level. So in Agusanso, where we have maybe 14 municipalities, so it means each municipality, 13 now, okay.
We have one ticket.
Thank you, Bayuga. So now, in a situation where we now have those kind of municipalities, so it means each municipality is able to present
their own
representative through at the grassroots level, where the barangays actually come together. The NCIP could facilitate that, and maybe some of the programs could help facilitate that with the